All activities at the University of Cape Town have been suspended for 2 days following yesterday's devastating mountain fire. Around 4,000 students were evacuated after the blaze spread down the slopes of Devil's Peak and onto the university's upper campus. It gutted the restaurant at Rhodes Memorial and damaged the H.M. Pearson, the Fuller and Jagger Library buildings on the UCT campus. The historic Mostard's Mill below the upper campus also caught alight. The city of Cape Town sent over 150 firefighters to the scene, and one suffered burn wounds and was taken to hospital for treatment. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mamokgethi Phakeng, says that the campus will be locked down with only emergency personnel allowed onto the property while the damage is assessed. So for more on this story, we cross live now to our reporter Vanessa Poonah, who is at the Roeland Street Fire Station. Vanessa, good morning. And those visuals yesterday that we had to see coming through from UCT in the afternoon, really scary and still battling that blaze. So just give us a sense of what is going on this morning.
Sakina, yes, good morning to you. And let me just start off by saying that one really does feel for the firefighters who work tirelessly overnight, because at the moment, Sakina, I'm at the Roeland Street Fire Station, where just behind me on the slopes above Vredehoek, you'll see, if I can just ask Clinton, Surf, my camera colleague, just to try and get some visuals there. You'll see that it's burning just above Vredehoek at this point in time. And of course, the fire at this point, Sakina, is being fueled by absolutely strong gusting winds here in the city centre. Just driving into work this morning, Sakina, all the way from on the N1 into the city and into Sea Point, where our offices are located, I can tell you that heavy smoke is still hanging around the CBD at this point in time. We do know that 4 helicopters were deployed yesterday. They were working tirelessly until last evening. Of course, that has been suspended, and we expect to get an update right now, actually, with the city's fire and rescue services spokesperson, Jermaine Coruscant. Jermaine, good morning to you. It's rough out there. I know that even where we stand, it's difficult just to stand up straight with this wind blowing us about. Firefighting efforts overnight certainly could not have been easy with these gusting winds.
Well, good morning to you and the viewers. Yes, it's been a very tiring and testing day, and even the evening. As you can see, the strong southeaster came out this morning, and from 2 o'clock actually it moved across from the Rhodes Memorial side over to Vredehoek. Currently it's above Tafelberg Road, and we've got resources deployed on that side. Also at the bottom slopes here by Pepper Tree as well as Chelmsford Street, we've got resources there now.
We know that UCT evacuated some 4,000 of its students yesterday. You said early on that there have been some additional evacuations, specifically as the fire moved over. Can you give us some more information on that, please, Jermaine?
There was unconfirmed reports at the residents. Some residents has obviously located from their houses at Pepper Street, and disaster risk management is coordinating that function with them.
Jermaine, at this point, we understand that these windy conditions may hamper the efforts of the choppers that were used yesterday. Can you give us an indication as to how aerial support will be conducted throughout the course of this day? Because by the looks of it, it's still going to take the duration of today to try and extinguish these fires.
Yes, this will be extremely difficult for aerial support, but I think the RX helicopter that assisted us in the Massimo Pelele fire would be the only chopper that will actually can fly in this windy conditions.
We also understand, Jermaine, at this point that 4 firefighters have been injured in this blaze. Can you give us some more information, which agencies they were from, and if you can elaborate on the condition at this stage?
Well, what I can tell you is that 2 city firefighters were injured and they were taken to a private hospital, and 2 of the fellow agencies from the Wildland Fire Services were injured and were also taken to hospital. The condition is not yet known, as that is a private matter with them.
Jermaine, I understand that with the fire having moved over away from UCT side, is it safe to say at this point that the university, which has already suffered so much yesterday, at this point, does it look as though it's safe for now?
Well, there's obviously the Jagger Library that sustained the most damages. There's a structural engineer coming out this morning to see what damages was caused, but we still got crews there in case there's any flare-ups.
Thank you very much for your time, Jermaine Coruscant there. Sakina, of course, the spokesperson for the City of Cape Town Fire and Rescue Services, giving us an update on the firefighting efforts overnight as they continue and will continue battling this blaze throughout the course of today.
Vanessa Poonah, thanks so much for that update. And as you can see, those live visuals there showing how the southeaster this morning exacerbating the firefighting efforts in Cape Town. And as Vanessa was mentioning there, Vredehoek, we understand residents there trying to evacuate at the moment. But Vanessa is on the scene. We'll update you on that situation. And also later on in the show, in the second half hour here, we'll be speaking to the University of Cape Town just to find out what the latest is from their side.